Hey guys, I've been wanting to learn React and I just had so many excuses that I ended up doing nothing. So I figured maybe I just document my entire journey on learning React from start. So basically, my knowledge on React is really simple. So my experience is just I have created and followed the tutorial, a crude tutorial on React, and after that one, I feel stagnant, and every time I see applications like this, one-page applications, is really super cool, and that's why I wanted to learn React again and really use it while documenting it and sharing it to everyone. So what I currently have is that when I use WebStorm for my code editor, I already have Node.js installed in my computer. So I think that's pretty much it for me to get started. So for now, for this video, I just wanted to follow one tutorial here in the documentation. Uh, so let's get started. So I think I'll just create an application. It's pretty lag. React. I'm gonna name it Learning React from start. Hmm. Oh no, no capital letters. Great. A. All right. So I think it's the WebStorm is doing its jobs to compile everything. So I just don't. Let's just see the tutorial that I wanted to pursue. Uh, so this is good because it doesn't assume anything, any existing knowledge in your act. So I'll get started here. Will be the game tutorial. So yeah, it's a game tutorial and I'll just follow this one and starting point. I think I'm done with this one. So, so I'll just move forward for this one. Mister, I will show you the. So basically, what I'm doing is that I'll just read this tutorial and follow it to the last. I think the final result is tic-tac-toe. There's a code. I think I can just copy and paste, but I'll move the tutorial from start to finish. Hmm. Hmm. I see. Okay. So this is the final output that I am expecting to see. I might not be able to finish this one in one session, but I'll make sure to complete this one. So starting from this one, we recommend that you check prerequisites. Uh, yeah, I have some familiarity with JavaScript and HTML. I also assume that. Hmm. Okay. So tutorials. Okay, so I'll use this one because this is what I currently have. Write code in the browser. Wait. I prefer local development, so I'll just get this one. What's this? Ah, I think we're already done on this one. WebStorm did everything for that one, so I don't need to do anything. Okay. I'm done on this one. Oh, wait, help, I'm stuck. Over what is React? React. Then it's okay. Create element, inspecting the starter code, passing through the props. Hmm. View the full code. Component 3. Currently, what's this? Huh? Mm, adding time. So I wonder, I wondered why, because this tutorial doesn't have instructions on how to run React. Hmm. Yep, there's no instruction on how to run React. Oh my god. How would they expect an email like me to follow this too? Hmm. Instruction to follow local. Ah, okay. I just need to run node. Where was this again? If node project 10. I think WebStorm is already done. It says here yan start, but here it says npm start. Hmm. So I'll just try both. Yarn start. npm start. Oops. CD. Uh, alright. CD. Alright. Here we go. C D F C. Okay. Where I'm gonna try run start again. Ah, it's running now. I'm in latest version. All right. It's loading. Loading. All right. I think I already started. React. Let's terminate this one. Let's try npm start from the documentation. Uh, the same thing. Alright, so I think that's it. I already know how to run again. I think this one was done by WebStorm. I don't need to do this one. So, one, two, three. So make sure you have the recent follow the instruction, then delete all files in SRC folder. Why? No, Uh, don't delete SRC folder. Delete all files in SRC. Let's see. Yep, there's a source folder here. What the fuck? You mean delete all files inside? Let's just delete this one. No need to search. Just delete. And then let's get the why? If- already done deleting in the UI. So add file index.css and the source. Let's add that one. Where are you? CSS file. Here. Alright. Next, index.js. New JavaScript file. Boom. Add these three lines to the top of index. Oh, I see. That's super easy. What's happening? Unused. Alright. Unused. It says unused now. If you run npm start the project folder cmt tic-tac to failed. Really? Hmm. Let's stop the run at npm start. I hope. Alright, it's running. Awesome. This is good. Where was that? I'll close everyone. Recommend to follow instruction to configure syntax highlighting. Then the support. Yeah, already join. They don't receive an answer and stuff. Please file an issue. That's good. You can file an issue here. Okay. Overview. Now that you're set up, let's get an overview of React. What is React? React is a declarative
efficient and flexible JavaScript library for building user interface. It lets you compose complex UIs from small and isolated pieces of code called components. Components. React has a few different kinds of, but we start with React.component. This one, subclasses. We get into the funny XML like tags on. We use components to react what we want to see on screen. Component. I see. React will render, update, and our components. There's a shopping list as component class. Shopping list. Okay. The render method returns a description of what you want to see on the screen. Render. Ah, render. React takes description and display React element which light description. Most React developers use special syntax called GSX, which makes the structure easier to write. The div syntax is transform at build time to create element div. The example above is to. Oh, oh, I see. If you're curious, create element is described in more detail and appearance refer. Yep, I am curious. Tag. The type argument can be either tag names, span, or a component type. Oh, just like creating a tool. Okay. Jesus comes with the full power of JavaScript. You can put any JavaScript expression within braces. Okay. Okay. If now let's proceed inspecting the starter code. If you're going to work on this on your browser, um, open this code in a new tab. Starter code. What's this? So this is the starter code. What file should I write this one? Where? Ah, oh my god, don't know where to add. Starter code. If you're going to work on a tutorial, look instead open SRE index in your project. Attach this file during the setup. This starter code is based on what we're building. We provide a system style so that you need to improve. What's the instruction? Not really sure. I'll just copy this one. Boom. Let's try it. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Where's the scissors? Awesome. Wait. Oh, I see. That's how it is. But I'm wondering, button. Where's I just wanted to check what does that. Ah, it's automatically reloading. I see.
Mm, so this is the render method, the one that's showing. Can I add a bum zero? What's there? This is GSX. I see. Okay. So, we can recommend we were passing through the props. By inspecting the code, you'll notice that we have the three components square. Yep. The square one is this one. The board, the game. Uh, component render. The square component renders a single move. Yep. Correct. Board renders 9 square. The game component renders a board of. Alright. Passing through to get our fit. Let's try passing some data to our board's component. We strongly recommend typing code by hand as you're working through the tutorial and not. Alright, let's do this. Boom. So, class, board, what's that again? Extends, react, react, that, this one, right? Then render method, render, boom. Is that correct? Oops, not the render, the board, what's this? The render square. Then there's an I here. Return. What's this? Square. Value equals I. Alright. My god. Square is not defined. Board is not defined but is defined but never used. I see. Okay. Board. In the board underscore method change the color to the pass prop called value. Okay. Change the square. Okay, I'll just create the square again. Since it's class square, this one extends react that component. Alright. Then there's a render method. Render awesome. Return. Oh, return. Okay. Return button plus name. Oops. Equals square. There's that props that value. Okay. That's it. Pansit. Change the square render method to show the value by replacing. Hmm. Okay. Done. So before and now. Oh, let's see. Oh my god, what's happening? I can't see anything. Npm start. Oh my god. Maybe I'll just copy the word. Hmm. It's already done. So I don't need that one. Board game. Alright. This is nice because it's auto-compiled. But there's no number. Square. I think there's no value for props that value. Yep, there's no value. I wondered what's the value. This one? Window square. Button. How can I alert? This, the props. Window square. Hmm, don't know, I'll just proceed. After you see the number in this one square, the render output, view the full code. What's the difference? I have this one, this, that, props. I think the same. Oh my god. Hmm, okay. I made a mistake. I didn't add value. Oh, so the value here is this one. I see. Equals. I. Now it's reloading. Ah, now I see you. I see you. Alright, let's move forward. Alright, I'm done making interact. So let's fill the square with component text. When we click it first, change the button tag that is returned from square function to this. Okay. One click function, alright. I'll just remove this console lag. Uh, on click square. On click here. On click function. Oops. Function says alert. Click alert. Collect. Collect. Boom. Boom. Alright. Let's see. Oh, it's reloading. Something wrong. One click. If you click the square now, you should see an alert in the browser. But it not. One click equals functions. Let me copy paste this one. Oh, I see. Fuck. What's the difference? Ah, I just didn't reload. Alright. Move forward. If you click on the square now, yep, it's done. To save typing and avoid confusing behavior of this, we will use the arrow function syntax for event handlers. Oh, arrow function syntax. Okay, let's use that one. Remove, click, alert. Oh, there's no need for this one. It's reloading now. Awesome. Subscribe to this channel to continue learning and be part of my journey. Reloading. Ah, awesome. Okay, it's working. Both type is working. Notice we're passing function and React. Okay. As the next step, we want a square component to remember that it get clicked and fill it with an X mark. To remember things, components use state. State. To remember things, components use state. React components have state. By setting the state in the constructors, the state should be considered as private. React components can have state by setting this.state in their constructor. This.state should be considered as private to React component that is defined in. Let's store the current value of the square in the state and change it when square is clicked. First, we'll add a constructor. So, constructor. Where? Square? Constructor. Constructor. Here you go. Alright. Props. There's a props here. Props. Super props. There's mini props. Oops. There's semicolon. Yep. Then this the state equals what? Value equals now. Value is null. Alright, this is the constructor. Okay. Button alert. Alright, first. Note JavaScript classes you need to always call super when defining constructor. Okay. Now we'll change the square and then render display to display the current state value when click. This that proves that value with state inside the button tag. Also replace the onClick with uh, put the class name onClick props on separate lines for better readability. Okay, just add this one instead of alert. Space the onClick event handler with onClick. Okay. Now it says that we move this one to next line. Okay. Replace this one with this that state. What's the value? Value x. Here, value equals x. Alright. Is that it? I think so. Okay. Uh, Alright. I'll just try to see. Oops. It's not working. But there's no error. Okay. I'll just forward by calling this dot state. This dot state. Can I add alert? This dot props dot value. Nah, nah. I'll just follow the instruction. Hmm. Okay. Click on the square render method. So I think we're halfway through the tutorial, and I'll just finish this one. And if you're enjoying, be sure to subscribe and be notified in my next video. Okay, back to the code tutorial. Under square render method, we tell React to render the square button is clicked. After that, the update the square that set the value will be x. So we'll see the x on the game board. If you click on the square, x should show up. Oh, I think I did something wrong here because it's not showing up here. Oops. Reload. Oops. There's an error. What's the error? Unclick this state. No, it's not the function. Then what is it? Ah, set state. Set state. Set state. Hmm, what's this then? State. State. Still not working. Hmm, can I just copy? Boom. Ah, it's not working. Let's see. What's what did I do wrong? Oh, it's already changing here, but on my side it's not. What the heck? Ah, can I copy and this you add? Boom. Paste, save. It's loading now. Ah, it's really working, so something is wrong in my code.
I think I'm all good with the square. It's not throwing the render, should be okay. Class name square. This is the state that well oops, here we go. This that state. Now it's awesome, man. It's working now. Alright. Okay. Let's move forward. Component track automatically update the child component. Really inspect element. Oh, some. What's the update? I don't understand. The header to show lets you inspect the React component tree with your browser's developer tools. Yup, it's there, but I don't know what there's. I'll just move forward. The reactive tools let you check the props. Which is props? Props. Props. What is props? Oh, this one. Awesome. Oh, this one. Oh, I see. The state is null. If click, awesome. Alright, I get it. However, no, after installing React Tools, yep, I already did install a while ago. I just forget how did I install it. However, note there are a few extra steps to get it working with CodePen. Required to prevent spam before, so I'm not doing it in CodePen. Now, we're in the part of this area, completing the game. Now we have the basic building blocks for our tic-tac-toe game. To have a complete game, we need the alternate placing. Yep. X. This one. I don't know if this is zero or oh. Lifting state. Currently, each state component maintains the game state. To check for a winner will maintain the value of each of the squares in one location. We may think that board should just ask each square state. Although this is possible in React, we discourage it because we think that the board should just ask each square for the square state. Although this approach is possible in React, we discourage it because the code becomes difficult to understand. Hmm. Susceptible to bugs and hard to refactor. Instead, the best approach is to store the game state in the parent board component instead of each square. The board component can tell each square what to display by passing a prop just like when passing the number to each square. Okay. To collect the data from multiple children or have two child components communicate with each other, you need to declare the shared state in their parent component. Instead, the parent component can pass the state back down to the children by using props. This keeps the child component in sync with each other. With the parent component. So lifting state into parent component is common when React components are refactored. Let's take this opportunity to try it. Add a constructor to the board and set the board initial state to contain an array of 9 nulls corresponding 9 squares. Okay. Add board constructor. Yeah. Yep. Constructor. Super. Is there a props here? Props. Props. This that state, right? This the state equals mm, squares. Squares array. What's that again? I don't know what you are, but I'll just see null state state. Okay. When we will fill the board in a later, this state squares array will look like something like this. Alright. The board so- states okay. Squares. The board underscore method currently looks like this. In the beginning, we pass the value prop down to the board to show the numbers to 0 to 8 square. In different previous step, we replace the numbers with the x mark determined by square's own state. This is why square currently ignore the value prop passing. We will now use the prop passing mechanism again. We will modify the board to instruct each individual squares about its current value x, 0 or null. We have already defined the squares array in the board constructor and we will modify the board's render square method to read from it. I see. State I. Okay. Where were you? Render square value. This dot state dot squares. I'll pass the I. The I comes from this one. Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure. Let's board. There's three. Hmm. I'll just continue because I'm really sleepy now. What's the difference? Dun, dun, dun. I think it's all the same. So I'll just go forward. I'll just move forward. Each square will now receive a value prop that will either be x, 0 or null. X, 0 or null. This is null. Okay. Okay. Move forward. Next, we need to change what happens when a square is clicked. The board component now maintains which square are filled. We need to create a way for the square to update the board state. Since state is considered to be private to a component that defines it, we cannot update the board state directly from the square. Instead, we'll pass down a function from the board to square and we'll have a square call the functions. When a square is clicked, we'll change the render square method in the board to handle click. Oh, okay. Because the click is here, we'll remove this one. This is square, right? Yep. So the onClick method is here. OnClick. click equals function this that handle click passing I. Note to split the element into multiple lines or readability. Okay, readability. Now we're passing down the truth process code and click on method props. Replace this is value to this is where render method. Delete the constructor from the square because we no longer keep the tracks on the game state. So remove the square constructor. No need. Then here, what's this? Replace the state that value with this that props that value. This that props. Then this replace this that state with this that props. Ah, okay. On click this that props on that on click. Oops. On click the props that on click. Okay, after this changes the square component looks like this. Props that value. Okay, and then when a square is clicked, the onClick function provided by the board is called. Here's a review of how it is activated. When a square is clicked, the onClick function provided by the board is called. When a square is clicked on the when a square is clicked, the onClick function provided by the board is called. Square is clicked. This one gonna be called. Okay. The onClick prop on the built-in DOM button component tells React to set up a click event listener. Oh, yeah. When the button is clicked, React will call the onClick event handler that is defined by the square's render method. When the button is clicked, React will call the onClick event handler that is defined around. This event handler calls this prop that onClick. I see. The square onClick prop was specified to the board. Since the board pass to the square calls the handle click when click. We have not defined. Yep, it's showing error here. So our code crashes. If you click a square now, you should see error in the screen. That's right. Reload. Boom. It's not a function. Yep, it's not a function. Oh, the button element click attribute has a special meaning to React because it is built-in for. Alright, I'll just continue because we haven't defined. Yep, we haven't defined. Let's just define it. Handle click. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alrighty, handle click. There's I here. Constant squares. Squares equals this that state that squares. That slice, I don't know. Slice what? Squares I equals x. X this that state. Hmm. I see. This is how it was updated. Equals oops. That's it. State. Then square. Oops. Squares equals squares. Hmm. The state is updated by just this one. Okay. I should only see X X X. Oops. What's wrong? Hmm. Awesome. Okay. Move forward. After these changes, we again to collect the checks and fill them the same as we had before. However, now the state is stored in board component. Alright. Instead of the individual square components. Yep. The, s- the, the data is already in the board, not in the square component. This is a useful trick. What if I remove this one? Let's just try. What's gonna happen? Nothing. Okay. This is like the a callback. This one on click calls this one. Okay. I'll just move forward. However, now that the state is stored in both components instead of individual square, we in the word state, the square component will render automatically keeping the state, the whole square, and the board component to allow it to determine. So the square component no longer maintains state. Square components receive values from the board component. Mm. And from the board component when they click. In React terms, the square components are now controlled components. Ah, I see. Controlled because you no longer have control. The board has full control over them. Yep. Note how the handle click we call in the slides to create a copy of the squares array to modify instead of modifying the existing array. Explain why we create a copy of the squares array. Okay. Why immutability is important. In the previous code example, we suggested to use slice method to create a copy of the squares array to modify instead of modifying the existing array. We will now discuss the immutability and why immutability is important to learn. The original approach to changing the data. The first approach is to mutate the data by directly changing the data values. The second approach is to replace the data with a new copy which has the desired changes. Data change and mutation. Yep, I like this one. Data change without mutation. Now is unchanged, but new player scores. Mutation. The result is the same, but not mutating or changing the underlying data directly. We gain several benefits described below. Complex features become simple. Uh, Time travel feature. Detecting changes is immutable objects is difficult because they are modified directly. Oh, I see. This detection requires the material. Okay, I'll just not trade it. Determine when to render React. The main benefit of immutability. Immu the main benefit of immutability is that it helps you build pure components in React. Immutable data can easily determine if change has been made, which helps to determine when one is okay. We'll now change the square to be a function component. Square function component. In React function component, a simple way to write components that only contain a render method and don't have their own state. Instead of defining a class which extends React component, we can write a function that takes the props as input and returns what function. The square class with this function. Alright. Function square square. Oh, copy. Wait, I'll just render. There's a props here. Props. The render returns a button. Why is it like this? There's no render. It's just return. Buttons class. Name square. Oh, here it becomes the props that value. Right? Props that on click, props that on click. Okay, done. Uh, Something's wrong. Square and click props. Alright, I'll just remove this one. Boom. Okay. We have this state that props to props, but both time it appears. Okay, modified. Okay, taking turns now. We now need. Wait, let's just check if it's still working. Hmm, still working. And set the move to. You can set the default by modifying the initial state. The word is next. This one. X is next. X is next. 3. Default is true. Okay. Each time the player moves X next, a boolean will be flipped to determine which player goes next. I see. So handle, in the handle click, it should be changed, right? It should be changed. Why it's running? I forgot the terminator. Square X. Does that state that X is next? If that's true, yes. Then else it's what's this? 0? Oh, I'll just copy. Then state modify this one. Oops. Uh, will negate SX next. Not this, that state, that X next. Okay, right. With this change, X and O's can take turns. Try it. Let's try. Boom. Oops. Reload. Ah, alright. Hmm. It's working now. Let's also change the status. Text board. Huh? Next player. Next player. How did I concat? This, that state, that x next. If it's x, what? Yep. Then is that again? 0. Okay. Let's try it. It's not working. Oh, here you go. Hmm. Awesome. As after playing this series, you should have this board component. Yup, checking just here. Yup, yup. Okay, declaring the winner. Now that we have show which player turn is next, we should also show when the game is won and there are no more turns to make. Copy this helper function and paste it at the end of the file. Copy. Just copy this one at the end of the file here. Given 9 arrays, this function will check for a winner or return x 0 or now as a perfect. Okay, we'll call the winner squares in a board render function to check if a player has won. Winner x, winner 0, will replace the dot of the equation. Okay. In the render, render here, right? Okay. Status counts winner equals what? Calculate winner. This dot state that squares. And waylet status. If winner, if winner status equals winner plus winner. Else status equals winner. Oops, this is the next one. Hmm, I'll just put this one above, or I'll just use the dot. Okay. Okay. You can now change the board handle click function to return early by ignoring a click. Now change the board handle click function to return early by ignoring a click if someone has won the game or if a square is already filled. Hmm. Okay. So in the handle click squares that applies if what if calculate winners squares squares or squares meaning it does have value or it does have value. We don't execute the next code, next rolling code. Alright, beautiful. Congratulations, you have the game and you just learned the basics of Reacto. So you're probably the real winner here. Ah, there's still time travel. Oh my god, it's already half an hour, 1.5 hours. So I'll just stop there for now. We'll just check the outcome. Next player working. Ah, there's no winner. Winner. Alright. I think I'll just stop for now because the journey's been long. I need to rest and ah. So in the next video, I'll cover. I'll continue on this area and if you want to be part of this journey, um, subscribe and click the bell button to be notified in my next video. Um, that's it for now, guys. I have to go. Bye bye.